All right, now I'm looking at practice problem number 7 from the second lecture notes. In this case, in number 7, it says there's a 55% interest rate. So that means I now is 0.55. And what I'm trying to find is optimal capital. So the idea is a firm is trying to decide how much money to borrow in the financial markets to invest in the business. Every time I borrow $1, I face a repayment obligation to the lender. I have to pay back the dollar and the interest on the dollar, so 1 plus I, which in this case is 0.55. So every dollar I borrow, I'm looking at a repayment amount of 155. So what the firm is going to do here is say it only makes sense to borrow $1 if that $1 generates me some kind of revenue that is greater than or equal to this. Otherwise, it would make no sense in borrowing the money. So what I'm going to do is compare my marginal revenue against this 155, which is the repayment obligation I face when I pull that money in the form of debt out of the financial markets and invest it in my business. So to answer this, to find K, what I'm going to do is go back to the notes here and look at the table on, where is this, page 6. It gives me my marginal revenue numbers. These marginal revenue numbers are particular to the question, right? So if you're working on homework or an exam, you'll be given it probably a different set of marginal revenue numbers. I just look at those and compare them against whatever sort of cost of borrowing I face. So looking at the table, right, you can look in the notes. It says the first unit of capital generates a marginal revenue of 6.5. The idea there, right, is you take $1 out of the capital markets, put it in your business, and your business generates revenue of 6.5. because it's some fantastic new product or idea. 6.5 as marginal revenue, right, is definitely above 1.55. The revenue covers the cost and then some, right? That's what's generating profit. Okay, so I should definitely borrow the first unit. The second unit says the marginal revenue is 4, still bigger than 155. 2.6 is my third, that's bigger. 1.4 is my fourth unit. Now this is below 155. So if I borrow the fourth dollar in the markets, that generates a revenue for me, that $1 of $1.40. But the bank will be asking for 155 back. Right, so there's no point in borrowing the money. You'd just be losing money by doing it. So I stop there. 1, 2, 3, and I say my optimal capital would be $3. In this case, right, it's important to remember that the firm in this model is the borrower. The firm is borrowing money to invest in their business. Okay, so you say the borrower or the firm is demanding $3 in funds or capital.